Welcome back to another X4 Foundations mod list video. Today we'll be taking a look at some mods that should help you out a bit in your exploration endeavors as you putt around the galaxy. As with my other list videos, these are in no particular order, and timestamps and links to the mods are in the description below. We've got a bit to cover, so let's dig in. If you've been going about scanning stations to gather information on them, you may have noticed that it can be a little difficult to distinguish between sections you have and haven't scanned. Now this is mainly because unscanned sections are colored the same light gray as other connection modules. With the Better Scan Colors mod, unscanned modules now have no color, and everything else has a distinct color, aside from storage modules and docking bays, which share the same teal color. You can set the colors to whatever you like, but the key thing to note is that it's now much easier to spot unscanned modules. Now speaking of scanning modules, if you're hunting for module blueprints and/or missions around stations, then consider using the Signal Leak Hunter mod. As the name implies, this mod will make finding those data and communication signals much easier to find. Once installed, just enable scan mode anywhere within 8 kilometers of a station or while having any station within your current sector targeted, and all the signals on that station will be marked using mission markers. You'll see an indicator in the lower left informing you of how many signals are left on the station, and you can even switch between signal types by toggling scan mode off and on, so long as you don't fly too far from the station or switch target. If you find that this makes finding the signals too easy, there is an alternate version you can download that only points you to the signal once you're within 250 meters of it. The modder has even included instructions for how to make it so that the mod only counts how many signals are left and leaves the hunting all up to you. Now let's look into some long-range scanning. The vanilla game's long-range scanner tops out at 200 kilometers, which isn't very much of a long-range scanner if you ask me. Installing the increased long-range scanner mod, however, can bump this range up to 2000 kilometers. I say up to because there are 3 different versions you can grab, with the shortest range version being 500 kilometers, which is still more than twice the range of the vanilla scanner. There are also optional files that increase the detection range of lockboxes and the duration of the special purple pings for data vaults and anomalies from 20 seconds to 40 seconds. You may or may not have known this, but in the vanilla game, the long-range scanner isn't omnidirectional, meaning you have to rotate your ship to various points in order to scan the entire space around you. Not anymore. Install the Spherical long-range scan mod and just use the scanner once to scan in every direction. Pair this with the previous mod and you should never have problems finding anything anymore, including those pesky lockboxes. Damn those lockboxes. While on the topic of exploration, we have to mention mods that affect the explore behavior we can set on our ships, but usually don't because it just takes them ages to explore just even one sector, even with CETA enabled. This is where faster explore order comes in. All this mod does is decrease the idle time during explore orders from 1 to 5 minutes down to a quick 5 seconds to sip some tea before moving on to the next waypoint. If you want to explore sectors even faster, then throw on the extended radar range mod. This bumps up the radar range for all small to extra large ships, whether you're piloting them or not. Small ships now have a 50 kilometer range, and medium ships have a range of 100 kilometers. Large and extra large vessels see up to 250 kilometers. Last but not least is the improved Explore Command Behavior mod. When using the vanilla explore behavior, ships more or less fly to the nearest unexplored space, hang out for a bit, then move on to the next spot. With this mod, they'll instead fly out in concentric circles, gradually revealing an area within a sector. It does have a bug in it right now, possibly from the 1.5 update, that reverts to the default exploration behavior after a certain circle size is reached, but I'm sure the modder is looking into it. If not, I am. Anyway, I still use the mod, but it's worth noting even if it's not a game-breaking bug. Anyway, that's it for this list. You're probably using some of these already, but hopefully I pointed out a few you didn't know about. If you have any suggestions for mods you think people should consider using, be sure to let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, I'm Mark and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, you know what to do. Peace.